Hello everyone. So today's lecture is about the lines and a little bit information about the angles. How the lines are forming the angles. So this is the real life example where we are using the lines as well as the angle. Okay. So uh, you are seeing that there are four roads. One road is going like that. It is straight and the another road is going like that. Okay, so there are different type of angle is forming when the two road intersect each other. Okay, so how to measure this angle, this angle, and this angle, and which angle they are forming, and there is pole, which is the angle made by the pole. We will see in further video. Okay, so let's start with our big most important. Let's start from the point. So what is the point? It's tell about the location. Okay, got it. It tell about the location of anybody, or we can say position. So it is represented by the dots only. It's the bigger size, so you can understand better the point. So point is represented only by dots. So how we will name it? They are named by the capital letter of alphabet. Okay, so point, one more thing is point has no dimension. Okay, means there is no unit for point. Like if we are measuring the distance, the unit for distance is centimeter, meter, kilometer, but for the point it has no dimension or unit. Okay, got it. So let us start with the straight line. Okay, so what is the straight line? You know about the point. If we collect point, this point, then the point next to that point, then this point, if we collect the point in a particular direction, if we are moving straight, then we have to move in the straight direction. So if we are collecting all the point in the straight direction, so and then join, so they are forming the line. And one more thing is the collection will be in a particular direction. We can't take the point in such a way like this. This is not the particular direction. It is forming curve. It is forming like that. But we have to take the point in a particular direction. If we are moving right to left in a straight direction, then we have to take the point in this way, so that it can become a straight line. Okay, this is the straight line. Okay, one more thing for this straight line is that it has no end point and starting point, or we can say it has no beginning or no end point. Okay, so straight line move infinitely. It has no end point and no starting point. So this is the point A and the point B. How we will represent the straight line? This is represented by AB and the arrow symbol above the AB. Okay, got it. Here a little mistake is AB, there will be line also, or we can say BA. We can also say line BA, and there will be line also. Okay, so I think you understood about the line. So there are different type of line segment, ray and line. Okay, so we have studied about the line. Line has no starting point and the ending point. Okay, so this bracket implies that the end point and the starting point is not included in this, means it goes infinitely. Okay, because it line has no starting point and no ending point. So another is the segment, or we can say line segment. Segment means part of the line. It is the part of the line. If we have line this C, this is a point, and D, C D, oh sorry, D. If we take the part of this line, okay, let's say A, B, okay, we are cutting this part and we are keeping here, so it become the line segment. It means line segment has starting point and the ending point. Okay, so this bracket is used to show that the end point and the starting point is included the line segment. Okay, so next is our ray. If we have a line like this, L and K and L. Okay, if we take here point A and then we are taking the complete line which is going on the right side infinitely. Okay, so the ray which is starting from the point A and it has no ending point. It means ray has the starting point which is A and it has no ending point. It goes on infinity. So this symbol is used to show, this bracket is used to show the starting point is included in this, and this bracket is used to show the end point of the ray is not included in this. Okay, got it. So next is our intersecting line and the parallel line. You know about the line. This is the line which has no starting point and the no ending point. These are the two line L and M. Okay, if the two line are intersecting each other at a point, so in we have seen the real life example of road. One road is going like that, and another road is going like that. They are intersecting at a point. Okay, so these are called the intersecting point. Intersecting point and the line are called the intersecting lines. Okay, so one the next is our parallel line. What is the parallel line? So you have gone through the railway track. The railway track is like that, like this now. They are not meeting at a point. If they meet, the rail collides. Okay, so the parallel line distance between these two lines, this distance, this distance, and this distance always remains same. If it is 2 centimeter, then it will be 2 centimeter, and then it will be 2 centimeter. So parallel line never meet at a point. They goes on infinity, and the distance between those two lines remain the same. Okay, so now with the help of these lines, segment and the ray, we will introduce angle. Okay, so first start by taking the ray. So this is the ray. Okay, ray is what? ray has the starting point and the no ending point. So it is the point X. It is A. So this is the another ray. We have to take the two ray in such a way that the starting point of these two ray will be same. Okay, so how the starting point will be same? When both the rays start from the same point, then they have the same starting point. This is the vertex, this is the X, A and B. The ray XA and the ray XB. Got it? So this is B. Where these two rays are intersecting or starting, that point is called the vertex. What is called? Vertex. Okay, and these two rays AX and XB, sorry, are called the arms. Okay, arms, and the angle or the space between these two rays, the space between these two ray, this space. Okay, this space is called the angle. Got it? If these two rays are farthest, then the angle become bigger. If they are like this, the angle become bigger, and if they are like this, the angle become smaller. It depend on the space. If the space is large between these two rays, the angle become large, and the space between these two rays is small, the angle become small. So how we will name the angle? So if we have the ray one this and the second ray with the same starting point of the ray first, this. So this is the D, this is A and this is C. The space between these two rays is our angle. This is the angle. So how we will name this angle? So you have to keep in your mind the common point where these two rays are starting. You have to take in the middle in the naming of the angle. So you can write, this is the symbol for angle ADC, and you can also write CDA. This is the angle. This angle ADC representing the space between the two line. Okay, and angle CDA also the another name between the angle between these two line. Okay, this is the naming using the three letter. Okay, so start on one arm, then A, travel to the intersection or vertex. Intersection means where the two line intersect. Okay, so D, exit along the second arm. Then we have to finish the name of the angle at the second arm. Okay, so this is the naming, how we will name the space between these two lines. So next is the real life application of angle and the vertex. So this is the seizure. So you know seizure start with a common point. So this is the vertex, or we can say intersecting point. These are the two arm. Okay, so this is the claw. It has two hands. One is minute hand and one is this hour hand, and this is minute hand, and this is the common point which is called the vertex. Okay, so one of the most real life example is our door. If the door is closed with the wall, then the space between the door and the door and the wall is 0, and if we open slowly, then the space between these two wall and the door become greater. So there is some angle are forming. Okay, so if our door is here and we open slowly like this and go here, then it is also forming some angle. This is the particular angle, and in the image we have seen there is pole is standing on the ground like this. Okay, sorry, like this now. So there is also angle forming, and if this is our home, so our home is also making some angle. These are the real life example of the some angle. So we will continue this lecture in the next video. Okay, thank you so much.